Adventureville is located at Southend-on-Sea, and they are currently holding their Christmas event called Adventure Wonderland, and today I'm going to be discussing what I thought of the event and what I think they could improve on. So yes, let's get straight into it. On December 5th, 2020, I visited Adventure Island for my first ever time, and yes, this obviously did land on the opening day of the Christmas event, and this Christmas event is located indoors in the inside bit of Adventure Island. And yes, this event was actually really well done, as obviously if you just paid to get into the park like I did, it cost you £10, but if you wanted to do the extra event it cost you another £25. But obviously we did get to see all the Christmas theming, and you could see most of the Christmas, like where you could visit Santa and stuff like that, actually in the inside bit, because you have to walk through the inside bit to get to each side of the park. So if we start off with all the decorations, around Rage was actually quite poor. There wasn't many decorations around there. Same actually on the other side near the Mighty Mega and also the new Axis, there wasn't many decorations. But when you actually get into the inside bit, it was decked out with all different decorations. And if you're on like a family drop tower, there was like Christmas trees up there, and there was so much more. And the inside bit was definitely the highlight of the Christmas event. So if you are visiting, make sure to head into the inside bit. But the outside bit was still good, as obviously I did have my first ride on Rage, and there will be a review coming very soon on Rage, the Gerstlauer Eurofighter at this park. But all I've got to say is Rage was actually a very good ride. Well, personally for me, I really do think it was good. I think it was better than Sort of Thought Park, and I know a lot of you disagree with me on that, but I guess it was a bit too short. But when you got to night time on the Christmas event, obviously we did ride Rage, and that was again really good at night. But at night time, all the Christmas decks were nice, and the whole park was lit up. And I'm not sure how this usually is, because there's something to point out: is Adventure Island opening times are 4 till 10:30. So yes, on Christmas event it's 4 till 8, and then on in the summer and the peak times it's 4 till 10:30. So these opening times are much later than Merlin opening times. So yeah, if Merlin can take this on board, please do. But yeah, the opening times were great there, and that meant we could get on loads of different rides and re-rides, and I think I ended up with 6 rides on the Mighty Mega, and obviously 3 on Rage. And yeah, we just got so many rides in different ones. But also the Christmas decorations were amazing at night, and that's something I've got to say, because I'm not sure if it's usually like that, because obviously it's my first ever visit. But we will definitely be visiting back next weekend, and obviously I'll give you my review on that as well. But the decorations, had loads of different lights up, different coloured lights. Well, around where Rage was, they had all red, blue, green, and that sort of colour. And then the inside bit was just all white and blue. So it was actually really nice how they did it. And obviously it does help that they have the indoor bit as well, because they can just really focus on their indoor bit. But yeah, this was actually a really good event, and pricings was £25 for the indoor bit and some other little rides as well, or just £10 for your standard wristbands. But this only runs on the 5th, 6th, 12th and 13th of December, as their last weekend of Adventure Island, actually going on Rage and the Mighty Mega. And also there are a couple of dark rides there as well that are actually very good. None of the dark rides had any Christmas theming in, but I still really enjoyed them, such as the Spooksville 2. That was actually a really good dark ride. And also there was another one over where the Mighty Mega was, over that side near Axis, and that was really good. Also the Madhouse was really good there as well. And personally, I loved how they used their own characters. Shame they didn't put any Christmas hats on them, because that would have been quite good fun. But they still did really well in this event. And I've got to say, I personally think Adventure Island's done one of the best in the UK. If, in my opinion, beating Chesington on this. I just think they've done really well with everything they did. But also on the indoor bit, of what I could see is you can make cookies and stuff like that. And I can't guarantee it because I wasn't actually doing it, but they're making postcards and stuff like that to send off. And then you get some photos and stuff. But another thing I would say, that is related to the Christmas event, is in the shop they're not actually selling any merchandise, and this is a bit of a shame, because I really wanted a bit of merchandise to bring home from Adventure Island, but then I was about to get an on my photo, because that was actually the only thing there. But then most of the on my photos were taken off as well. Anyway, moving back to the shop basically had no merchandise in it. They sort of took every bit of merchandise out, and there's some teddies in there, just general stuff like that, and that was for the Christmas event. So if you did do the Christmas event, you could actually go in there and just pick what you want from that shop. So there wasn't any good Adventure Island merchandise, and obviously we will one day visit in Halloween just so we can see if there's some merchandise there, and obviously get a couple more rides on Rage. But yeah, that's really what to expect from the Christmas event. It's a very good event. Park opens at 11, shuts between 4 and 8:30. And yeah, like, well, the reason why it depending on 4 to 8:30 is because I presume it was because of weather and stuff like that. Luckily, the weather was all right for us, so we did get to stay till 8:30, and it was definitely an amazing time. And personally, I do really enjoy this park, and yeah, this park is one of my top parks. And if you didn't know, Rage is actually one of my in my top 25 favourite roller coasters. It was a really good coaster, but just don't expect too much from it. But yeah, the event was actually really good. I was really impressed with it. And for my first time at Adventureville, it definitely left a really good impression. So yeah, if you are thinking about visiting down to Adventureville, you've only got 2 more days if you want to get on Rage, but make sure to go down there. It's only £10 each, and it is a really good day out, especially if you've never been there before. And yeah, that wraps up this video here on NTPC. And yeah, overall, it is just an incredible event. If you can visit down there, definitely go down there. But yeah, that wraps up this video here on NTPC, and goodbye.